Ryan Gosling knows who I am. What are you talking about? It's crazy. Hi Harper's Bazaar, I'm Nicola Coughlan and I'm here to look back at some of my favourite fashion moments. This is Fashion Flashback. I like to have like super high fashion dressed up moments and then what I call slug mode. One of my friends, Camilla Whitehill, said to me, you either are dressed like a Best Actress nominee at the Oscars or a really stressed nurse at the end of a long shift, and I think that's very true. Okay, I love this one. This is when I was a guest judge on RuPaul's Drag Race UK. It was an all pink look from head to toe, so the hair matched the dress and everything. This was a look inspired by a costume worn by Shirley MacLaine in the movie called What a Way to Go. I brought that reference to Amy Croysdale, my stylist, and this dress was made by Alberta Ferretti, and it was just like this beautiful bow detail, like that color of pink. It was pink and purple in a mix, and then the red shoes were Louboutins, and they were a reference to Dorothy, who was my first and still my favorite gay icon. I remember that day thinking like, I've got to impress RuPaul, and I was like ferociously writing down like jokes for every single queen, and I was like, does anybody even still wear a hat? And like there was a queen called Krista Versace, and I was like, is that a Versace? And then Ru turned to me and went, you are so smart and so funny, and I was like, I can die now. I can die now. It's great. All right, the next one. Oh my goodness, so this is Christian Siriano for the Screen Actors Guild Awards in 2021. This dress is amazing. It has a lot of like ruffled pieces on it that really weigh it down, so it moved in a very interesting way, and then you've got sort of the sexiness of this like mini skirt element underneath, and we did sort of tights, so there's lots of like, you could almost see skin through it, but not quite fully, and Neil Young did the makeup, and it's this really like gothy lip, and then we did the like slick hair, and I've got diamonds on, and everything was on Zoom. This was like my first like award season with the show, was literally sitting on my computer. So we got all dressed up, but we made an event of it. We were like, let's do a full-on photo shoot, and we went out on the street, and this dress has been exhibited since at Kensington Palace as part of an exhibition, so that's pretty cool. Okay, the next one. Okay, so this is Custom Valentino for the BAFTA TV Awards. Paulo designed this for me, which was so, so cool. With that super bright cobalt blue eye. I love blue eyeshadow. I will wear it at any given opportunity. These were custom colored Valentino heels. I still have. I have a funny story about these shoes. I presented this year. You go and you do a little rehearsal, and then you get in the car and it drives you to the front. And when I was getting out, my foot was really hot and it sweated, and my shoe, I was being filmed getting out of the car, my shoe torpedoed off my foot, and I was like trying to hold on to it, so my foot just clenched. And I was like, oh my God, this is so embarrassing. And the comments online were brutal. They were like, she should have got a pedicure, she should have. And I was like, well, I didn't think my shoe would fall off. So it was like a Cinderella moment, but not very glam. I love this. This was Met Gala 2022. This was crazy. I love this look. It makes me really happy. And again, if the huge cape train, whatever you'd like to call it, they were like, do you think we need that? Do you think we'll manage with it? And I'm like, you've got to. Because I was like on those steps, like it will just look so epic. And these feathers, I'd seen them on this beautiful bridal look that Lila Moss wore, and it had them coming out of it, and I was like, that's just so cool. So they incorporated them into this dress. I am definitely one of those people who sits at home and watches the Met in my pajamas and judges from the high heavens, being like, why would they wear that? And that's not on theme. I'm a stickler for the theme. So this was the golden age this year. So I made a Pinterest board with a lot of pictures of dresses from that era and the silhouettes. And we went to Richard Quinn, and his team made this dress in like a week. I feel like the first person I talked to on the carpet was Kris Jenner. Randomly. And I went up to her and I was like, we're at the same table, like we should have a drink. She was like, okay. I think she was like, who is this girl? Like what? I also met Kim that night, and she was wearing the replica Marilyn. She was very nice. I was just like, why am I here? This is so mad. Oh, this is so cool. So this is custom Christopher Kane. It was like a really powerful look. It was really fun, but I feel like this is like PVC nun. Because yeah, the shape is very pretty. Then you look at it, you're like, oh no, it's latex. Like, that's really cool. So he always just like has a little element of something naughty in what he designs, and I love it. I had actually seen this dress on the runway and sent it to Amy and was like, I really want to wear this. I think it's really cool. And what I hated about it was how hot it was. And I hated that if you touched the dress, it got fingerprints on it. So yeah, I was covered in fingerprints. You can't really see any. No, I was good. I must have wiped myself before I got on stage. Yeah. Okay. Oh, this. So this is in Sao Paulo for Tudum. This is a Mara Hoffman dress, which I absolutely love. It's just such a beautiful shape. And I loved the pop of blue with the gloves. A lot of people like did not get the gloves. And I was like, you don't have to get them. I get them and I love them. The gloves were leather. They're epic. I think they just really heightened it a little bit and just gave it a feel of something. Because that's like the magic of good styling, that you could take something that's not a regular dress, but you know what I'm saying, and just like elevate it to something special. Oh, I love this dress so much. This is the Barbie premiere. This is a custom Wiederhoeft design. I wanted the premiere look to be an homage to my Barbie in the movie, Diplomat Barbie. I dyed my hair slightly red. I didn't want to go as red as I was in the movie. It was a silver dress with pink accents, and they gave me a ginger wig. I just loved this look. It was everything I wanted it to be. And when I was in my costume fittings, Jacqueline Duran, she said to me, what do you want to wear in this movie? And I was like, are you kidding? I loved Barbie as a kid. So I collected pictures of all the Barbies that I had. And in my Barbie lore, the head of my Barbie family was one called Sparkle Eyes Barbie, right? And she had diamonds for eyes. So I showed this to Jacqueline and she was like, do you want to be Sparkle Eyes Barbie? Do you want us to like make you that dress? And it was like the most thrilling thing for an inner child. You're just like, oh my God, yes, I do. Being on that carpet with everybody was so surreal. It was like, what am I doing here? I will never forget it. And even seeing those pictures, I'm like, that's not me. That's not me. I wasn't in that movie. What do you mean Ryan Gosling knows who I am? What are you talking about? It's crazy. Crazy. Oh my goodness. Okay, this was at Vogue World in London, and this was a Harris Reed moment, and I have been dying for a Harris Reed moment because he makes these incredible headpieces, and the gold fabric in this was recycled theatre curtains. So the headpiece was incredible, but when I stepped out on the carpet, it was like a wind tunnel. The headpiece was like a kite, so it started to catch. I was like, this is going to fly off my head or rip some of my hair, or like, so then I had to pivot. This was not how I was meant to pose, but I was like, sell it, sell it, sell it, do this as if you've been meaning to do this always. It's fine. And there's quite a funny video of my stylist, Amy, going, put your hands down. And I'm going, I can't. And I'm like, don't see, because you're like, I can't move my hands. I can't move my hands, I have to hold it. This is fine, we'll work it. So you make lemons out of lemonade sometimes. Oh, well, this is very recent. So this is the Bridgerton season 3 premiere. This is custom Danielle Frankel. And these are Chopard jewels, so gorgeous. But Danielle Frankel, she's just incredible. Like, her designs are so spectacular. And I tried on sort of a version of this and I was like, it's that. It just felt really classic and cool. And it's really funny, we had a pivot the day before because we were going to do blue gloves and red shoes. And then Amy said, I think it needs to be all white. But then I think we felt the glam needed to be something like a little vampy. And then I was the one who sort of said, why don't we do like a play on Marilyn? Neil did this amazing MAC red lip, really, really strong. And then this kind of sultry eye with it. And he's such a master. That done wrong can look really, really bad. But also I said to myself, like, you have to give face in a major way. Like if you're gonna do Marilyn eyes, you've gotta like have the like Marilyn eyes and not like this, you know. It's funny because also if I ever see pictures of videos of myself posing, I'm like doing it, and then I'm like, oh. Thank you for watching with me. It was very fun to travel down fashion memory lane. Thanks, guys.